Ruto is hungry after Gachagua talked about one term, and Ruto is hungry after Gachagua mentioned Kiambaa church massacre, where kids, women were burned to death. Now Ruto wants to. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the channel, Dr. Politica. I am Peter Ogutu, and of course, here we decode power and dissect Kenya. Now, President William Samoei Ruto is someone who is now bitter with Gachagua. In fact, Gachagua is his main challenge competitor. Yeah, now is tapping up charges, fake charges, just to arrest Gachagua. And now, what's coming up here is that President William Samoei Ruto does not like to be told that he is a one-term president. It is painful, extremely painful. And now, Kenya's political battlefield has erupted into chaos following reports that President Ruto allegedly ordered the arrest of Rigathi Gachagua. Ruto sent his boy, yeah, his partner boy, Murkomen, to come up, trump up charges against Gachagua. When you listen to Gachagua's statement, he did not mean violence. He just said that when elections are stolen, usually there's violence, and that's true.
Nikisikiza Wakenya vile wanasema wewe usijaribu kuiba uchaguzi, na nimeuliza IEBC, please be patriotic, usiweke hii nchi kwa shida, because history has shown when there is a contested election, there can be violence.
Whenever you see elections stolen, historically in 2007, elections were stolen and people fought each other. 2017, the same thing happened. So Gachagua was trying to caution the government not to steal elections. And this is a clear call that indeed the president has planned to, somehow manipulate the results. Because Gachagua was saying that the servers will be settled. And this message is not going well with the president. That's why, this year, policemen, the army, surrounded Gachagua's home in Omunyoro, and of course Karen, looking for him. But Gachagua's training, military training, did not allow them to reach him because Gachagua knew very well. In fact, when you listen to his speech on Sunday, he said he was insinuating that the government wants to arrest him. In fact, he was clarifying what he said, about IBC, because historically, IBC has been used by the government. Even in 2017, you remember what happened? Rukati was accused by Raila and of course by Maraga of manipulating the results. That's what the Gachagua'S was trying to remind the government. But now, the government have turned against him because they want to silence him. They want him to keep quiet because the party, the DCP party, is the most popular party in Kenya. In fact, Ruto did not expect that DCP would surpass UDA in terms of popularity. And that's what's actually happening now. And Ruto is now making sure that he wants to crush Gachagua. He wants to make him look like nothing. Because remember, even Kipchumba Murkomen told Gachagua that you are not above the law. You are not like Raila, who was untouchable. Raila could say anything, and no one could even, imagine, just let alone arresting him. No one could imagine arresting Raila Odinga. And that's what's happening now here. They want to make Gachagua look like a small particle that supporters can easily lose hope ahead of 2027 elections. And Ruto knows very well that Gachagua is his main competitor, whether he runs, he vies or not. Because even if Gachagua does not vie 2027, he knows that Gachagua will support his opponent. Someone will be facing Ruto, be it Kalonzo or Martha Karua or Raila, whoever, and Gachagua will carry all Mount Kenya votes Ruto's opponent. And that's what is now paining William Samoei Ruto. And is now decided to destroy Gachagua completely. And he wants to make sure that Gachagua is no more politically. Yeah, that's why you see now all this army they have been sent to Gachagua home place, just to intimidate him, silence him. And of course, you and I know very well that Gachagua is not someone you can silence. Is that man some Mau diehard? That man is a former police or AP. And, he's used to hardship. That's why you see, is actually afraid of him. Now, what is actually happening right now is that Mount Kenya leaders are reconsidering their 2027 stance with whispers of politics called revenge building. You see, already Ruto has lost grip in Mount Kenya, and already he knows that Mount Kenya will no longer listen to him. And so the pain is, and it's becoming very dangerous when a head of state is behaving this way, because losing power is not something that anyone can wish, and because power is sweet. So when you see that you are actually losing power, you can do anything to your opponent. And I think Gachagua should be very, very careful at this juncture because the man, of course, is dealing with someone who's in power, and is someone who's also angry with him because he sees that his former deputy, wants to make him one-term president, and this is what is now it's a pain in the ass to William Samoei Ruto. It's very painful. And that's what you see now. Ruto is actually fighting Gachagua, making sure that this guy does not, rise politically, because this party Three party will register all leaders in Mount Kenya. People who are vying to become leaders in Mount Kenya from Kikuyu land will actually use this party as a tool, as a propeller to leadership. And you see, this is something that Ruto would not want because usually last elections UDA was used by Mount Kenya, and UDA propelled Ruto to presidency. Now, seeing DCP sweeping the whole Mount Kenya region, sweeping the whole 8 million votes region, is becoming a pain in the ass to William Samoei Ruto. Yeah, that's what see now. Ruto is now deciding to go with to deal with Gachagua gorilla way. Yeah, and he wants to make sure that this person does not, reach 2027 with his party disappearing. In fact, Ruto is planning to ban the party, yeah, as a way of, eliminating competitor, because he knows very well that his only obstacle to power, to the election, is DCP, regarding Gachagua's party. And now, that's why you see, arrest is now being talked about. Everyone wants to arrest him. Actually, I'm even seeing the members from ODM, like Oburu Odinga, saying that they have to arrest Rigathi Gachagua. And this is now becoming deadly because Gachagua now is adamant he can't be arrested and he wants also to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. In fact, Ruto was angered when he heard that Gachagua hides to vie because he knows if Ashton he faces Gachagua in 2027, he will stand no chance. Gachagua will be defeated. Either defeat him or Gachagua will make Ruto's election not to be a walk in the park. And now that's why you see we are talking about arrest here. And Ruto wants to arrest Gachagua to silence him. Tell me in the comment section, do you think arresting Gachagua will stop DCP from sweeping Mount Kenya? Do you think so? And do you think it's a good idea for Ruto to arrest Gachagua? Because politically, what Kenya region will be angry with him? And people will protest. And do you think it will be possible for Ruto to gain, trust? If at all arrest Gachagua, the man who saved him, who campaigned for him to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Tell me.